I would think so. Content is being sent to a third party. Got it. Yes. Uh, yes, we are live.
Yay! Just a second, sorry. I don't
Yeah.
into
You don't want to sound into, or
sorry.
you want to sound into.
I want to sound into. Oh.
Yay! Welcome, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Like I was just chatting with Surbhi and I said, I'm here all winterly cold, and Surbhi's here all cool
Looking in
and,
the
sexy,
sun.
soaking in the sun. Wow, that's just different ways of receiving,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Talking about
So,
receiving and foundation. I mean,
yeah,
it's so amazing how each and every foundation is so different and you receive a totally different, I would say, set of totally different way of receiving from the
yeah,
foundation.
yes, that, I mean, how many foundations you may have done. And I know you have done so many. And I know I have done so many. And yet every foundation seems like this is just what I required in this moment. This is just who I required it from, because this is what I've been asking for. And I've been looking for this energy. And that's the energy that you've been looking for, that you've always known was required to change something in your life. But you've been I mean, how many of you have just been so wired up in the wrongness of the situation, in the trying to fix the situation? You've been twisted into this energy of my life is wrong, nothing's working out, and this is how it has to, this is how it must change, instead of being the space of how can I change this? Just that energy of how can I change this is sometimes all that's required for you to invite an energy into your life that you've actually known has always been there.
Yeah. So, Chana, I have a question.
Yes, yes, my darling.
I am sure that many of us on the call and people who are watching us live, many of them might know what is foundation, and many of them might not be. They might be just hearing it for the first time. So, for the
Yeah.
ones who are hearing it for the first time, what is foundation? What is the foundation? What's like the foundation? What is it about? What's all the hype about?
Yeah, yeah. Well, what the foundation, each one of us gets something different from a foundation, right? But, and if you talk to 10 people, each one of us will share something that's unique
Yeah.
to them, right? In my world, what is the foundation? It's really the energy that can, that I have been looking for, that I've always known is available. I've always known what's written in the foundation. It's not like I've not known it before. It's just that I didn't trust that this actually could be true. I doubted. I doubted what I always knew,
Yeah.
instead of looking at and acknowledging that this is what I've always known. It's like, when you come to a foundation class after the bars class, which is a prereq, which is a 1 day's class where you learn the 32 points that are, on your head, and you also learn the basic tools of access consciousness. And when I say basic tools, I don't mean that they're nursery tools. I mean, they're the tools. It's like
Like
without the ABC,
yeah,
you can't create a
you can.
sentence.
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah, and
Mhm.
that's the ABC. And, without which you cannot create what you've been looking to create. And then when you come into the foundation class, the foundation gives you tools to change, to handle, to deal with, to outcreate, to create greater with in any situation that you're working, that you are in. So it's not like you have to come to a foundation because you have a problem. That's the first thing. I really like to put this out into people's world, because people are like, I don't have a problem. When I have a problem, then I'll come. No, The first thing is you don't need to have a problem to come to a foundation, guys. You don't need to have a problem to come and, choose the tools of access. If you are one of those people out there asking to have more, and when I say have more, again, it's not just about the money. It
Yes.
could be that you want more ease with your body, or you want more money, or you want more joy, or you're just looking for kindness, for kinder people in your life who would actually see you and not judge you, or you're looking to have more, you're looking to have relationships that actually you've always known are possible, where you don't have to settle for an abusive relationship, where you don't have to settle for a mundane life, and this is the place. You're looking for something that's beyond the normal, and you're looking for the fun that you gave up when you were a kid.
Yeah.
That's the foundation. It sets you into actually being who you actually came to this planet to be. The joy, the fun, the laughter, the receiving, the no judgments.
Yeah. I mean, to add to this, as you said so
Yes.
beautifully, that yes, foundation would mean very different for everyone. And it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's the same manual. It's the same thing that everyone is reading, or everyone, it's the same format, I would like to say. But everyone understands it so beautifully. And what they would like to get out of it. Like it's not like this course or something that is in this reality, like that everyone has should have the same understanding of. The difference is the beauty, that whosoever is reading the same line will receive it differently, and it's so beautiful, it's relevant for them, and for whosoever is reading whatever. So um and every foundation you take, you will have, okay, this is something that I getting for the first time, or I'm getting it differently, or this time I am having a totally different understanding of it. And it is, I know sometimes it mixes up with your head. Ki, okay, oh my God, we are not supposed to understand this, or I'm not getting it. So I understood differently. Now you're saying it differently. But I think that's the beauty of it, of not
Yes.
um,
Yes.
defining anything.
Yeah.
Like this whole reality is somehow based on just defining everything. Unfortunately, it's like the way many people have known, and they don't know any other way possible. So, uh, for me personally, foundation is like opening up this Pandora box of possibilities as to
Mm.
how you're looking at the life, what you're doing, whatever you're creating, and what else is possible out there that we didn't even know that is possible, or is even exists. So, and yeah, as Chana said, you don't have to have problems. Please, it's not, oh my God, I have a problem, I gotta fix it with this foundation.
Or I want to do the foundation. I don't have a problem. So let's create a problem.
Let's create a problem. No.
No.
I mean, if that is the way you want to receive, but there are more possibilities. What if we just choose
Yes.
it for the fun of exploration, for the fun of that you can
Yeah.
look at what, like, whatever your age is, or the number of years you've been on this planet. Okay, this is the way I've been operating. Now what else is possible? Different way of being in your day to day things as well. It's not meant for a special event or to tackle something in your life, or if you are maybe not a problem, but if you're starting something new or taking up something challenging, it can be as, like, for me, if I just want to give an example, for me, after doing the foundation, picking out clothes became easier.
Yeah. Simple,
Like,
right? Such a simple one.
I used
I
to
love
drive
that,
myself
Surbhi.
crazy, like half an hour, 40 minutes, or sometimes so irritated, and sometimes used to spoil my whole day as well. As simple as picking out clothes. And it just became so easy after that. I like the tools kind of empowered me to ask questions
Yeah.
rather than being frustrated and irritated in that one situation. And it can be with anything. So it can be with anything.
Yeah,
Picking out.
I love I love what you said, Surbhi, that just picking out clothes became easier because how many of us actually are frustrated, like you said, simply because I don't know what to wear. Or, oh my God, this is not looking right on me. This is not looking good on me. My friends are going to judge me. Or when I'm going for an event, I should look a certain image. And
Yes, yes,
we have all those points of views, and that doesn't allow us to really just be ourselves in that space. But it's something small, like Surbi so beautifully said. Just picking out clothes for yourself became easier. Picking out a partner becomes easier.
yes. It is, it does. So yeah.
And strangely enough, picking out clothes and picking up partners are just as non-significant by the end of it all. You
Yes.
just know what's going to create, and you just know the energy of this is a contribution and this is not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not about something being right or something being wrong, but it's just the acknowledgement of I can receive from it all, but this is not contributing for now.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
No. Yeah.
please
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, no, you go ahead.
Yes, Sugandha, I see a hand up. Go
Yes,
for
hi
it,
ma'am. Hi,
girl.
Surbhi. Lovely conversation.
Hi.
I
Thank you,
want to add
sweetheart.
something in foundation, but I have learned to choose something different for me and for my life,
Wow.
Yeah.
which I never even realized, even know कि interesting point of view से पूरी life चल रही है. We can change that point of view. We can figure it out that insanity in our world, and we choose different, and the connection between you and the universe and the molecules. I love that energy pulse
Yes.
and so
Yes.
many more things we did learn in foundation
Wow.
class.
I
Yeah.
love what
Wow.
Sugandha just said. The molecules, and the energy pool. Wow. Yeah, that. I
So
mean,
interesting.
knowing that there's a connection between you. Thank you for bringing up that energy, Sugandha. It's so beautiful. Just knowing and acknowledging that there's a connection between me and the molecule on this planet that creates this pull, that creates this oneness, this communion that is only possible if I acknowledge that it exists.
Yeah.
We don't
Wow.
even acknowledge it exists, right? We
Absolutely.
we
It's
we go into
actually,
such a
wow.
yeah,
Thank you so
we go
much.
into such a
Yeah.
truly, yeah, we go into such a separation, right? We like this is me, this is you, this is her, this is that. It's like, stay away, exclusion, exclusion, exclusion. And what's the foundation? Thank you for that. Because yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things that even I received from the foundation is that there's a oneness, there's a communion, there's a receiving that's possible that I have not seen as possible elsewhere. I have heard people talking about it. I have heard people say we are one. I have heard people say that, be kind to everybody. I've heard people say that
Yeah.
we should not separate and we should not exclude. But no one, for me, I have not received that energy from, okay, I know separation doesn't create, but like, what do I do with that information now? Like,
It's like,
I,
yeah. You don't know how to like, I won't say now how to apply it, but it's like you hear all these statements, we are all
yeah,
one, we are all
yeah,
beings, da, 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 da. But then, okay,
yeah,
what? How does it change my this today's, my day to day? Does it affect
that,
me? No, that's what people think. But um, in the foundation, somehow this energy comes out so beautifully that
yes,
yes, it does. If you start acknowledging it that we are all one and there's no separation and we are all like infinite beings, there's no end of possibilities, your day-to-day life starts becoming more ease and more joy. And that's the beauty of this, I would say the foundation, that it takes you away from all of those just statements and actually how should I don't want to call it like shows you how it's done, but it's like it just
yeah,
it's so easier to
yes,
start being that. You
yes,
just don't even realize it's not from here. It's not from
yeah,
here. You'll just
yeah,
wake up one day and you'll realize, oh my God, I don't sense that separation anymore.
Exactly, just that, right? It's
It's,
like, oh, where did the separation go? It's
yep,
not just, it's not there anymore.
yeah,
Just that, absolutely, Surbhi. And when you're willing to be that space, when you're willing to have no separation, you know, how much receiving is possible.
massive.
Like I love what Gary, and for all of you who've never done a foundation or even a bars before, or have never heard of Access Consciousness, because I do know in the group there are a number of people who've never done a class before. Just for just to give you more information about Access Consciousness, it was created by Dr. Dane Here and by Gary Douglas. Gary Douglas is the creator, and Dr. Dane Here is the co-founder. And when you can read a lot about it on the net too and get more information. But just to give you a little background, um, to access consciousness, it's not it's not a modality that tells you how to do anything. You will never find the how. You will never find the why, because that's those areas we don't go to, because we it doesn't create. I mean, if you are struggling today for lack of money, would it really create for you if you looked at why you're struggling and how to change it? Or would it create greater if you just acknowledge that, oh, I'm struggling with money, and now what will it take to change it?
Yeah, truly. It
Right?
really like
Yeah.
undefines everything.
Yeah. Where the past was just a choice. The past was not a why, but it was just a choice.
Yeah. Wow, that's so, yeah. And one of the things that you've said earlier, it really takes out the significance of everything. Like
Yeah.
somehow, even the smallest of choice or of biggest of, quote unquote decision that we say becomes so heavy, and we are so stuck in that because somehow we make it so significant. Ki, oh my God, like this is something that my life depends on. What if this goes wrong in
Mm.
something? And that's where we find ourselves, like that's what I've kind of personally realized. That's why where we find ourselves in that continuous chain of either anger, frustration, or depression, or XYZ. And it takes that whole significance out of it, and kind of empowers you to know that you always have a choice, and nothing is significant, and everything can be changed. Everything.
So you mean we have a choice everywhere?
Yeah, just like change our clothes. You can change everything.
Oh, so simple. Amazing, amazing. Sachin, I see your hand up, darling. Go for it. And cheers. Nice hot coffee.
Yeah, hi, Chandana and
Mm.
Surbhi.
Hi, Sachin.
Hi.
So, yeah, means I have basically two questions here. So, first is okay, I have read two, three books of Access now. I know the general philosophy of making choices, asking questions, and to get myself out whenever I am stuck, and like to clear things up, like what I don't want using the clearing statement. I have done bars course so far and enough bars practice with multiple people and few of the body
Amazing.
processes. So, few of the body processes individual classes. So, what I want to know about foundation basically, okay, so with this base, what is it means, uh, what is it basically I am missing on if I don't do the foundation? Or if have to ask this question in other way, like you or any other who has done the foundation after doing bars class and reading books and all, what is something you found there basically which really pushed your life in a higher sphere, or which you really made you think, okay, this was one or two or three tools or things which I was really missing earlier, and I now got it from the foundation.
Should I go first, Surbi?
Yeah,
And
please.
okay, I'm going to tell you a little story. Hi, Reena. Another potent.
Yeah, we love to see faces. FII.
Totally.
Can I talk about
Yes,
what Sachin
please
is
go for it.
talking?
Go for it. Yes, go for it.
Sachin, when you're doing the foundation, there will be no foundation below your feet.
In other
You will
words,
have to make your own foundation. You become the source of your life, and you start choosing by yourself everything. Your life, you become more present in your life. You make your life choices from space of ease, joy, and glory. And what else? You become the control. You become the conscious control over your.
that, yeah, beautiful.
And
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that, Reena. Yeah. And the space you
what
be
if you
is
could just jump off the cliff and just fly?
that. Like, what if we don't allow ourselves to
Yeah,
fly because we fear? We fear that if we jump off the cliff,
yeah,
what if I fall? We'll ask
yeah.
questions like, what if I fall? Or we'll ask questions like, what if nobody comes with me? Or we'll ask questions like, what if I'm alone? Or we'll ask questions like, what if it's painful? We've already decided that we are going to fail,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So everywhere, and everything that is going to destroy and uncreate that.
Yes.
Right
Yes,
from good, bad,
please.
hot, hot, nine shots, voice forwards and beyonds. This
Mhm.
is really about jumping off the cliff, like Rena so beautifully put, trusting, trusting that the wind beneath your wings is consciousness. It won't allow you to fail. It won't allow you
Yeah,
to
universe will not leave your back.
that. Yeah. And that you will fly. Consciousness won't let you down. When I started with with Access, is to, and thank you, Rena, for that. It brought up such a beautiful energy. When I started with Access almost 9 years back now, I had been rejecting it for almost 2 years because I used to see it on Facebook. I used to see RD, posting his things on Facebook, and I'd be like, rubbish, rubbish. How can you just say all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory and change your life? What rubbish is that? How can you just say what else is possible and the situation changes? He doesn't know what he's talking. Crap. I would be judgmental to the core
Yeah.
and making him wrong, making Access wrong, looking at Gary and Dane and being like, oh, they just want my money. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to give them my money. I'm going to keep my problems and my pain more precious. And after 2 years of judging and judging, while suffering with something called fibromyalgia, where my body was really hurting and my body was really um, going spiraling down instead of being that space of joy. I have a body. I never woke up with that. I woke up with, oh, where's the pain today? Every morning I woke up like that. And now I wake up with, yay, I have a body. Where can we go now? That's a different energy.
Yes.
So,
So
and
possibility.
right? Yeah. I mean, it's a different way of waking up to the world every day. And that only came into my life simply because one day I was like, okay, I've suffered enough. This pain is getting out of hand. I don't know what this crap shit is on Facebook that RD's posting. You know what? I'm going to invite him home and I'm going to ask for a conversation around this crazy modality called Access Consciousness. And I called a few of my friends and we sat together and he talked about it. And there was something that changed in my world with the conversation of Access Consciousness. There was something that changed in my world with the clearing statement of right, wrong, good, bad, hot, hot, call nine shots, voice, forwards, and beyonds. There was something that expanded in my reality. And there was something that changed in my body with just asking what else is possible. And in that moment, I was like, okay, whatever this thing is, I'm going to go for it. So I chose the bars. I went for the bars class. And then when I heard the price of the foundation, I was like, no, too much.
Yes.
Done the bars.
That
I don't need more. right? I think most of us
बस इतने
are
में
like,
हो गया,
no,
ठीक है.
yeah,
Yes.
बहुत हो गया, बहुत change आ गया, ठीक
अब
है,
पैसा
now I
कौन
can
देगा?
live.
No,
हाँ,
not.
अब मैं free YouTube videos है, बहुत books हैं, पढ़ूंगी, and I will change my life with that. They think I'm a fool. I will spend so much money on a foundation class. Okay, cool. I lived like that for the next 2 months, and then I recognized that every time I would look at the energy of a foundation class, my body would be like, I didn't realize at that time it was my body, but I would acknowledge that there was something pulling me. It's like, when there's a movie being released and you're like, I want to watch that movie. You don't know why it's not yet released. You don't know if it's going to be a blockbuster or a flop or a hit or whatever. You're just like, I want to watch that movie. The same thing with the foundation. It used to come to me. I want to be in that class. I want to go. I want to go. And then eventually I was like, okay, what if I had the money to attend this class? And strangely, the money just showed up. And what changed after that? Well, I've been free of fibromyalgia 6 months after the foundation class. I have not had an attack since then. It's been 9 years. Something that the doctors told me is not possible. Something that the doctors told me cannot change. And
Yeah.
at that time, we were struggling with the factory. My husband's factories were shut. We were struggling with a lot of financial upheaval in our lives, and we thought we were just going to go down. But strangely enough, again, money just started to pour in from every corner, from every area, without me even asking for it. When I say asking for it, I mean without me being the need of money, without me being, I want money, I need money. I started to be, hey, can I have some more money? Now, is that a different energy, Sachin?
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
Reena
it's
and
just,
Chandana, basically for sharing your experience and particularly this fibromyalgia experience that you
uh,
shared. That was,
yeah.
uh, I mean, that was something I could say, wow, in my head.
Mm,
Is that really
mm, mm.
possible? So,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, that was some contribution to my question. I will say thank you.
you're welcome. And today I can share this story without any energy to it.
Yeah.
Because for the longest of time, there was a lot of energy still attached to it. But today is just a story that inspires people to know that there is more possible.
No, truly, I mean, and this is one, I mean, there are people who've seen their, and I'm just what we've started the conversation with, that everyone receives the foundation so differently. We've
Yeah.
seen like four people, at least on this forum, four people talking about it, and we can sense that everyone has received so beautifully and so differently from the foundation. Like it changes your life for, I mean, for better, for more possibilities, for more ease. And yeah, I mean, whosoever is on the call or will listen it to the few in the future or is on the FB Live, I would just like to say that it's somewhere deep down we know that there is something else possible, that there is a different world, or possibilities out there that people are not talking about, that's not maybe normally talked about in this reality, but we all know somewhere deep down that there is something. And sometimes it's very difficult to put that something in words, but that is the beauty of the energy, that there is something, there is.
So
And
yeah, for
yeah,
that, what if we could just pull that energy of people become more curious and now
yeah,
choosing that there is something into their reality now.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
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 What if we could just flow that? Yeah.
Yes. Truly. Truly.
That's
And
amazing.
what else is possible with, and like Surbhi said, whether you are on this call right now or you're on Facebook Live with us, or if you catch this live and you hear the replay later in the future, tap into this energy and ask, what do you know about this energy? What do you know about access consciousness, about energy, about consciousness. And is this something that could change what you've been asking to change? Is this something that could add to your life? And then go with a yes or a no. Don't look for the right answer, because most of us are always trying to look for the right answer. We are seeking, we are looking for the right way out of something instead of asking, will this create for me? Will this contribute to me? It's like, it's in India, we say bhed chal. It's like, jahan ja rahe hain sab, wahan hi bhago. Like people are going to XYZ, that changed something for them, let's go there. So we're not asking you to do that. We're asking you to be in the question of, is this something that will contribute to me? You don't have to be a follower. If it's something that's going to contribute to you and your life expands with that question, or your body lights up, yes, it's for you. A question I love asking is, if I was to choose this class, what will my life be like 5 years from now?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
What a way of choosing.
wow. Yeah.
Not
Like
going.
imagine, wow, thank you for that, Chandna, because you're facilitating so many foundations. But this question
Yeah.
right now, at this point, is going to like, wow, the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I just got that like, wow.
Yeah. 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 Oh. So you're all invited, and I want to congratulate Surbhi Puri, who is a wonderful certified facilitator, and we will be co-facilitating this class together. And it's my honor to be facilitating this class with her. And this is going to be her first foundation class that she would be facilitating. And how much can we all create and receive and be with this energy? And if this is inviting you guys, find us. Yeah, truly clap
Thank you so
hands.
much,
And
Chandra, for
yeah,
this. Thank you so
you're
much.
welcome,
Maybe
sweetheart.
just to add to this a bit, or maybe my journey with Access started around 3-4 years back, and at that point of time, it was a different space I was in. I was a different person. Choosing that foundation that day, I never, in my wildest of dreams, thought that I would be a facilitator and maybe
Yeah.
one day facilitating this class. That's kind
Yeah.
of, I would say, for me, that was my first step, that first foundation 3 years back,
Yes.
my first step into the world of infinite possibilities. Guys, I never imagined. I was a normal, like, average girl, just living from like day to day, 9 to 5 work, job, ghar, and everything. I never imagined that this space is available for me. And it's making me so, so happy to share this with people, whosoever I come across, that guys, like, your life can be beyond your imagination. Beyond. The universe is so abundant. And thank you, Channa. You have been like an immense, immense contribution, like from the starting, even now, these conversations. And thank you all. Thank you, everyone who's been a part of this journey, especially Channa, Reena, and it's so beautiful the way your world expands when you just start interacting about all of this. So, guys, if any of this conversation calls out to you, if makes you more curious, so yes, as Channa said, we'll be happy to talk to you, get in touch with us, or with anyone you know about. Um,
Yeah.
whatever is light for you, just go
Yeah.
and choose.
Yeah. And we do have a foundation coming up. Dates are 26,
20,
27, 28, 29.
27th to
Sorry,
30th.
27. Sorry, 27, 28, 29, 30. A great
30th.
way of saying thank you, 2023, and welcome, 2024.
Yes, such
A
an
new
amazing.
year and a new you.
Yeah, I wonder what else is possible with that.
Truly, truly. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Surbhi.
much.
Thank you, Reena. Thank you, everyone who joined us. And thank you, Sachin, for your question. what else is possible from here, guys? And wherever you are in whichever part of the world, find yourselves a facilitator and go attend a foundation.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys. Bye.